kind of took over a job that Judith's sister had had, and that was traveling with them and helping with whatever I needed to do when we went on shows. And man, what a lifetime event to do, and to see the insides of Jerry Lee Lewis. And you hear so much of his earlier years and maybe his wild living, but I kind of got on the good side, you know. He had settled down, and Judith brought him back, and it was just a wonderful time to go and visit and ride with him. I know we would go in the limo from the airport or to the show, and he would always sing in the limo, and it was just it's like a little mini concert, you know, we had, and I relished that, and it was just a lot of fun to do. Staying at their home when I would go visit, sometimes before a show, Judith asked me to make a cake for him that was one of his favorite, that was Carolyn again's cake recipe, and I made it, and oh my gosh, you know, talk about pressure. I was making a cake for Jerry Lee Lewis, you know, and he liked it, and I felt honored that he ate it. He didn't eat much lunch, and so he would eat breakfast, and then for lunch that day, he said, I want a slice of the, you know, coconut cake, and I said, okay. So I gave him a slice, and then I went to pick the dish up, and I said, can I get you anything else? And he goes, yeah, I think I want another slice of that coconut cake. I thought, yes. He did like it. He did like it. So that was always an honor. I loved watching Westerns with him. We always sat on the back porch, and anybody that knew Jerry knew that he liked Westerns. And that was always fun to do.
You can tell him what he said to me and you when we were gossiping.
So I hadn't seen Judith in a while as he had a stroke and stopped doing shows. I didn't go over quite as often, but I went over, and Jerry was sitting in between us on the porch, and what's the distance between Judith and I, and Judith was just talking.
Just catching her up.
Because we hadn't seen each other, and Jerry kind of
cleared his throat. Yeah.
And Judith kept talking. Kept talking. And I was putting food in my mouth, and Jerry said, that'll be enough. And I
Take it in there.
Trying to swallow that food that was in my mouth. I just gotten scolded by Jerry Lee Lewis, but you know, we got through that. We didn't talk during the rest of the Western, I can tell you that. What Westerns?
He watched every day, Wagon Train, Maverick. What was some of the others? Gunsmoke was his favorite. And we had the CDs that different people would send us. We had the whole season, and we watched it. In the 14 years we were together, we watched the whole thing at least 3 to 4 times.
But on his 85th birthday, my husband and I went over for that, and we got to run the limo again. And Jimmy Swaggart was in the limo with us, and Tim and I literally just sat like little flies on a wall, because they conversed back and forth and talked about their childhood in Faraday and things that they had done, and we just soaked it in, and it was just an amazing experience. But I'll try to lighten it up. 2 things that he always said that were always funny, and I wish Jacob was here because he could say it the best, but he would go, oh, bull.
Oh, he got that off of that movie, Hot Tin Roof, I think. Yeah. You know, that guy always said, bull.
Bull. And he said it like that.
Yeah.
And then if Judith wasn't where he could see her and he wanted her, he always hollered, baby, baby. So that was always
And if
fun.
he couldn't reach me with that, he'd say, baby.
The only time that I think I ever really disappointed Jerry was when I went over for the Super Bowl. And I think it was the Super Bowl before he died, but we sat and watched it on the back porch, and his Joe Burrows was on the Bengals, and my Max Stafford was on the Los Angeles Rams.
From Georgia.
And it got down to that little bit of the end, you know, and I thought, oh, I think I'm going to go in the kitchen because this may not be good. We didn't know what the outcome was. It was very close. And I never really hooped and hollered like I wanted to for my Georgia boy, but later that night when they got in bed, he told Judith, he goes, I just can't believe she wasn't on our team. And I think that maybe, I hope, that was the only time I really ever disappointed him. But thank you for the serve. That was a
Thank
lifetime.
you, Virginia.